But one team that you already mentioned that doesn't get that much attention from us historically in the Beer and Honey podcast is TSG Hoffenheim, Christoph. Hoffenheim, a team that went into the Bundesliga back in 2006 or 7, one of the two. And initially played some very good football under Ralf Rangnick. Then they had a bit of a lean spell. Then Julian Nagelsmann came in, took them into the Champions League. But since then, they've been drifting along and getting slowly sucked into relegation battles. Last year, we had Sebastian Hoeneß, who had a good start the season, then was on the cover of Elf Freunde. And then, of course, what happened is that they lost almost every single game and just about survived. And we have a similar story now, because they started well, but now they're in 14th after yet another defeat, 3-1 at home to Leverkusen with new coach Pellegrino Matarazzo of VfB Stuttgart fame, overseeing a poor start to his reign. Is the time of TSG Hoffenheim in the Bundesliga running out, Christoph?
Maybe that's a bit too early to predict this, but at least the chances are getting bigger. Pellegrino Matarazzo is kind of coming home to Hoffenheim, because he worked there as a youth coach. He worked there as an assistant to Julian Nagelsmann, and so he knows the club. And interestingly, and that fits to what we talked about earlier about Borussia Mönchengladbach, he said, and it's another Fußballdeutsch expression, we are not a Kloppertruppe. What is a Kloppertruppe, Raphael?
It's not a word you hear often anymore in the Bundesliga. It used to be associated with a team that you know very well, Christoph, VfL Bochum in the 80s. That's all it could do, which is to kick people, to club somebody over the face, clobber someone, a team that really hits everything apart from the ball. I think that is a Kloppertruppe.
Yeah, at least a team that doesn't rely so much on their technical abilities, to put it mildly, and so Matarazzo was saying, we are not a Kloppertruppe, so it means we can't survive the league with fighting like others. I think that was a kind of, we have to play proper football, and that will get us out of the situation. But again, I think the main problem for Hoffenheim is that they are lacking the mentality, and that they don't develop enough energy and intensity on the pitch. And it also showed against Leverkusen, where they gave their opponents a lot of space, and where they the first goal, for example, almost easily they could easily score. Bayer Leverkusen, Robert Andrich was shooting the 1-0. So I think they need to develop at least an element of Kloppertruppe if they want to survive. And they only have 19 points now.